Hello, today I'm doing something different. This is trying to answer a request that was a little review about the Kindle Fire. I don't read only with Kindle Fire. I also read books. It only why do I read in Kindle Fire? Why do you use an electronic device to read? It's very simple. I have different hours where I can read, and a lot of times it's after work, and sometimes it's when I go to sleep, so I don't want to wake up my husband with the lamp, and I use my device, my electronic device to read. That will not happen if I'm reading with the books. I love books, and I love the smell of the page and the books and the touch and everything. But also, if you notice, it's like I'm running out of room, and I decided to only keep with myself books that I really like, and my best way it was usually getting my books in my Kindle. And when I find one book that I really like, I just buy the copy and I keep it in my bookcase. I will do a little review about how this electronic device works. It was something that somebody requested for me, but in the same time I will do my books to be read for the month. Now I have to say I failed the last month. I only read two. I have two pending, well, not pending, I have one pending that will be Teardrop, and I'm reading The Name of the Wind. I'm in actually 65% of these, and 61% I lied. But it's because it was a really complicated month for me. A lot of things happen, like inventory and work related things that we don't care here. Anyway, so I will do my books to be read. I will keep these two books, plus I will select three more books. And the good about this month is like I will be on vacation at least for 1 week, and I know that I can relax and read a lot. I have a lot of the books that I want to read here. For me, it's so hard to decide what books to read. So the easy way is going for the good luck. Okay, so book 1. Let's put here. Book number 1. Book of the Shadows. Book number 2. The Hallowed Ones. Book number 3. Wonder. So I have Wonder, the Hallowed Ones, Book of the Shadow. I think it's from the series Sweep. Book of the Shadow. I need to finish The Name of the Wind and Teardrop. So that is my books for this month. I will make it. I know that I can do it. I will be in a very relaxed state and everything. Anyway, if you have any book that you want to suggest for me to read, I would love to know the names and everything, and I will put in this little box for my next time. And so now I will go and do a little review about my electronic device, that is my Kindle, and explain how it works and what is the advantage of have one of these versus have another device, I guess, or go with a book. Now, I think I will only do a review how it works, and I love this. It's my second one. I don't know if I will go for the Kindle paper because if I am going to take vacations like Hawaii, the last that I will be doing is reading in the beach. Believe me. So I will read in my bedroom, I will read in the airport, in places where I need to sit and relax, but I will not be reading in the beach. That is for sure. So let's go now to do the little review. Okay, this is a Kindle Fire. Usually comes only without this part, of course. This is a extra part that I got, that is just to keep my Kindle, and actually because also you can, if you are in a table, like sometimes I'm reading at lunch, you can just use as another kind of table to hold. Sorry, this paper maybe is distracting a little. So that can help to hold the Kindle in that way and read in that position. What has the Kindle Fire? What you can do in a Kindle Fire? Actually, you can do a lot of things. It's like having a mini tablet, if you want to call it that way. You have different options. You have stands. If you have any magazines, I only have a subscription for one magazine. But if you are subscribed to some newspaper magazines or something, will come in that way. Then you have books. That is like having your bookshelf in your hands, you know, so you can go up and down with all the bookshelf that you have there, and you have all your collection. This one is a relative new Kindle Fire. It has less, I would say, a year actually. My old one has all the other books. I didn't sync all of them, but I have here a lot of my books too. It's easy to select which one of the books you want to read, like just tap in the book and you go there. What happened when you are with a book? Let me go with another book, so I don't lose where I am in this one. We will go for this one. So you have different options, like if you are reading a book, just give a little tap. You have the options here, like a menu that will tell you if you want to go to the beginning or a specific location. You can put, for example, 56 and go to the 56th page. Maybe it was too early in the book. Let's go to 256. So you go to the page that is the 256. The counting in this kind of device is different than counting the page in a book. If you notice here, they say location 256 of 6203, and it's only a 4% of the book. If I'm not wrong, it's counting like how many paragraphs you have in that page, and that is the reason that works in that way. So if you're trying to organize yourself and say, okay, I will be reading, like a lot of people say, I will be reading 5 or 10 or 100 pages every day. You actually can just check how many locations it has. It's like 6,203. So you can divide in the number of days that you want to read, and you will be reading. For example, right now it's in 256. Just passing to the next one, you go to 266. So it's now working like a regular page. What else? Yeah, like I mentioned before, it has extra. Sync to futures page, books extras, cover, if you only want to show the cover of the book, like I do a lot of times when I'm doing my reviews. Then to go back to the menu, you just give a little tap and go to the little house, and you have all the other options. You also can collect music. I have no music here because usually I have my other device for that, but you can have videos. No videos right now. But remember, if you have one of these devices, you can also download for free from Amazon.com. If you are in the Prime, I think it's Prime selection, or I don't know, documents, apps, and websites. In websites, I have a little selection of websites. Well, on this one, I have. Oh yeah, you have to connect to Wi-Fi. I was not on Wi-Fi. They will go to connect in the closer Wi-Fi that you have. Usually, I keep my Kindle off of the Wi-Fi just because takes a little more of the energy of the battery. So I try to go to, so I can go to Amazon, for example, the website. They show me my website that I have in Amazon, things that I buy. If you have a better way to order, wish list, recommended for you. Also, you can have Facebook. Actually, you can have so many options. I used to have also YouTube and some other websites, but I haven't been really surfing in this device, to be honest. Like I mentioned, I was trying to keep all the energy that I can from my battery for whatever. I don't know, sometimes I'm reading for hours, and if you have the Wi-Fi on, it's like the energy going faster. Another options that you have here is like lock or unlock. If you have password, the volume, if you have movies or music, you can select volume and go up or down. Brighten, if you are reading in the night or whatever place, depending on if you need more or less light, you can just go for bright and go a little more dark or go really shy. It's up to you. More in the night, you can just put down and read. Wi-Fi, that like I mentioned before, is just to when you want to connect to the net and sync to check if you have any. Sometimes you buy new books or something, you can sync and the books will download for you there. So then you have your account, parental control, sounds, display. This is more the settings that you can work on this. Daytime, Kindle keyboard, device, all the settings like you have in any electronic device. So this is my Kindle. I love to read in this book, in this kind of electronic device, and you maybe don't have the option to go bigger and smaller like is in the new one. Is the Kindle Fire HD, I believe is the name. I don't have problems with this size. I know that you have an option for here for the size, for the kind of paper. If you don't want to go like color mode, you have the kind of yellowish paper, black and white, like black and the letters in and everything in white, or white really bright and black. But I am in the size that I want. You can go bigger or not. Line spacing, I am like intermediate. I'm okay with that. And but it's up to you what you want. Another options of this is like you can just if you're reading here, you can select the page. So you can also share your opinion about the book. Like if you are reading this book and you want to give a comment about this book. One of the things that I love about this is like if you're reading the book and you find a word that you don't know what means, so you can try to get the definition of that, like shine of the sun, another source of light, give a bright light, the sunshine. For me, as somebody that is no English spoken, like it's not my English is not my main language, so sometimes I find words that are really hard to understand. So I can also highlight if I want, or I can share if I want, search in book, Wikipedia, or etc. then I can put a note if I want, etc., etc. So that is another options that you have